Now, why did I take this trade and why didn't I let it run? Let me get into it. Market open, and to be honest, today I was trying to be a little bit more selective on my trades because the past couple of days I've been getting greedy and got stopped out a few times. It was starting to mess with me psychologically, so this is what happened. So while we were in a 4-hour gap, market opened and we ended up rejecting 1 hour fair value gap too, and we swept 1 hour buy side, as you can see where my purple line is. I was thinking to myself, okay, well, this is a potential spot to end up seeing a reversal, and we had a lot of low resistance liquidity on the bottom right there. Not exactly what I'd like to see in low resistance, but it was still low resistance in my opinion. So we started rejecting all these fair value gaps and closing beneath them. So I was like, okay, after we close this little gap, I was like, I'm just gonna end up taking a short with stops above the candle where the wick is right there, and end up riding it down to the 50% level on the bottom where you can see. Now, ideally, I knew I had a good feeling that price was gonna sweep all the low resistance on the bottom, but I didn't hold for that long because, like I said, I've been getting greedy. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it down to the 50% level of the daily range, right where you see that yellow line is. And yeah, I closed my position and ended up catching like 93 points. So that's the way that I'm ending Friday. And yeah, we're gonna come back Monday with a clear head, not being greedy, and just taking what the market gives us. And to be honest, I think one of my biggest problems lately is coming into the market, not necessarily expecting to take a trade, but then I end up seeing that price action is garbage, and I end up getting caught up in the chop. And I think I'm becoming better at identifying when the market's shit and when I should be trading and putting some risk on versus, just being patient and, waiting for the good conditions. So going into next week, my biggest focus is identifying if market's good or shit. And if it's not, then just either waiting or just closing the computer, because honestly, it's not worth taking shit trades and forcing it. So that's the plan. That's the end of the week. Yeah, we are down a little bit, but to be honest, this week's been shit anyways. So next week will be better. We'll be more patient, less greedy, and just sticking to the plan. All right, peace.